Check it out, gang. I stumbled across this video whilst just scrolling through YouTube, and I figured I'd share it with y'all, especially the moms out there. You know what I'm saying? I figured there's some moms out there that could potentially benefit from some of the information given in this video, especially the ones here in AZ. If y'all did not know, AZ just recently passed a law that keeps DCS from taking newborns away from mothers that test positive for cannabis. That's a huge win for the state of Arizona and for the cannabis community as a whole. And I figured, you know, with that, we need more information. You know, we need more information from mothers that have experienced smoking cannabis while pregnant. I think those discussions need to be had more, and we should, you know, start normalizing it. It's just cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not too sure about like the inhalation of the smoke, but I'm definitely not opposed to like, you know, some edibles or some things like that. But at the same time, without there really being too much information out there on this subject, I think we should just, you know what I'm saying, keep our opinions to ourselves. But without further ado, man, let's get into this video. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out and let's see what we can learn from it.
And I'll smoke like a couple hits and then that's it.
Out the pipe is a good sign. I like that.
And how often do you smoke?
Every day.
Good, clean smoke. I like that. Not introducing any foreign material like, you know, papers or blunts. So that's cool, man. That's cool. We off on the right foot. You feel me?
Do you think about like whether or not what you're doing now might hurt your baby?
I feel guilty sometimes because I wouldn't smoke cigarettes while I'm pregnant or drink alcohol. So why am I consuming cannabis? So I do think about everything that can harm her, but that also includes the pharmaceuticals and the harm that they can do too.
Facts.
This just seemed like a better option.
Facts.
I remember when my wife was pregnant, like especially in the first trimester, she couldn't look at food.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like for you?
Well, when I was pregnant with my son, it was really bad. I couldn't cook anything. The smell was unbearable.
Why don't you just sort of tough it out?
See, I remember that with my kid's mom when with our first kid. The second one wasn't that bad. The first kid though, she was struggling, man. And it would have been nice to know these type of things back then. You feel me? Like just that there were some alternatives just to take a little bit of the stress off her and give her some comfort. I mean, back then you just had to ride it out. But it's nice to see that there's an alternative, a natural way at that. So I'm liking this, man. I'm liking this.
I'll try to get through it. I tried like natural medicine.
Does that like work?
No. Something so simple as medical cannabis. Why wouldn't I try that? Juan.
Makes sense.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey
Hey,
guys.
JD. Hey, Juan.
That smells good.
So it doesn't weird you out at all that she's smoking pot?
She laid on the couch and she couldn't move. She couldn't eat. I've seen her suffer too much. Nah.
I was so
That's a
sick.
good man.
We were even thinking about
That's a
terminating this
good
pregnancy.
man.
I was afraid she was gonna die. I'm not down with terminating pregnancies, but hey, you can't take him away, right? So
Yeah.
we're responsible people. We just want to have whatever everybody else has.
Damn, gang.
We lost a couple.
Damn, gang. I didn't know this was gonna be like that. Hold up, nah. I feel like I need to grab some tissues and shit, cause that shit hit the heart, gang. Cause really, like, imagine just suffering, or imagine being in his position. Cause I couldn't imagine being in the wife's position, but I could imagine being in the husband's position and thinking your wife is gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And what was going through his mind? Nobody, I mean, let me not say nobody, but it should be really hard to like come to the terms of like, you know what I'm saying, losing a kid or terminating a pregnancy. But I mean, the lengths that the mind will go to, you know what I'm saying, just to ensure that like you don't lose that person or you don't lose your sense of like happiness or comfortability. It's crazy for shit show. I ain't even gonna lie.
We lost a couple babies already.
See?
Marijuana seemed like an easy choice, and so far she's here, the baby's here. Like, I mean, just normal. I don't know, it just looks normal to me and to everybody else.
You can see a little nose. With 10 weeks till her delivery date and fearing repercussions from Child Protective Services, Kim has decided to quit pot and face her crippling nausea without medication.
I didn't know it was still that bad that late in the pregnancy. I didn't know it was that bad still that late in the pregnancy. I feel like that's just more of like early stages of pregnancy type thing. You know what I'm saying? And I also wonder if it's from the fact that she suppressed that nausea with the cannabis, and now that now that her body doesn't have that anymore, she's experiencing it full force. Like, it kind of delayed that from happening because of the cannabis, and now that she's not using the cannabis, like, she's getting everything she would have got, at the early stages. That's just what I'm wondering. I'm not saying it is what it is. That's just got my mind wandering there.
As a woman of color on public health care, Kim would seem a prime target for CPS action if they found out she's been smoking pot. I'm catching up with her the week of her due date to see if she's been able to manage the symptoms of her HG without the help of cannabis.
I ain't gonna lie though, here in AZ, bro, you ain't even gotta be a woman of color. Like, DCS just loves taking kids, gang. They love taking everybody's kids. It does not matter. So I won't sit here and say, DCS be picking and choosing the people of color in the state of AZ. I noticed that they don't give a fuck out here. I realize that out here in AZ, they really don't discriminate. They will take anybody and everybody's baby and make like any excuse necessary to do so. I feel it, gang.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. Hey. How's it going? No, please.
Pretty good, man.
How are you?
Good.
Pretty good, man. How are you?
So, like, last time I saw you, you were going to quit smoking pot because you didn't want to test positive on the day of your birth.
Right.
Were you able to?
No, I quit smoking and then I started throwing up blood again. When I tell the doctors and nurses, they're like, are you sure you didn't need something red or marinara? Or I'm like, no.
What was it like in the doctor's office?
The last one, they had to test me and I went down to the lab and then I had to go give a sample. I had the first positive test and I told them,
wait, you tested positive for using marijuana?
Yeah, even if I had quit by the time they tested me, it still would have been there. It was kind of like humiliating. He treated me like I was a junkie or something. He said, oh, wow, you're really hooked to that stuff, aren't you?
Wow.
Every time I go there, I feel judged.
It's hard. It just messed up the whole relationship with the doctor.
What does that mean for the day that you're going to deliver?
If I test positive or if the baby does, then CPS is going to talk to us. Like, worst case is that they take my kids.
That's wild. But it happens.
I'm real scared about like what's going to happen at the hospital. I'm not worried about actually giving birth.
Wait, why the husband ain't
I'm worried
go?
about afterwards.
Oh, you met him.
Hair. I know. Her hair is so cute. What's her name gonna be?
Solimar.
Solimar? That's son of C.
Hey, man.
How's it
Good
going?
to see you, man. Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Healthy little baby.
Hi.
Check it out.
Hi. Hey, G. How are you? Hi.
You want to hold her?
Yeah.
Hi, sweet one.
Oh, healthy little baby. Good thing.
Hi. We've been expecting you.
She was born healthy, big, no
Look at
problem.
her, gang. Come on. We need more weed babies. I'm telling you right now. Usually, baby. Y'all gonna hate me for this, but some of y'all babies be looking crazy when they first born, gang. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They be looking off the chain. You feel me? Not this one. This is a product of good reefer and love. Look at that little baby. Hell yeah.
What was her birth weight?
6 pounds, 13.
13 ounces, and she gained an ounce a day.
Okay,
Wow.
let's give her back to
I was 7.5 pounds, bro. So
You got her?
Yeah, think we're gonna give her a bath now if you want to help us
Not
out.
too
Yeah,
far.
of course. Here,
Right.
you want to take her from me?
Let me stand up.
Okay.
Quick. Here we go.
Okay. You expected CPS to be there? Were they there?
Yeah, they tested my blood when I got there. They tested her first poop, the meconium, and everything came back positive for THC, both of us. I had like the worst possible outcomes in my head, but none of that happened. This CPS lady came. She said she didn't think anything was gonna come of it. The next day I got a phone call to set up a home visit, and everything was good. She interviewed us, and she said, we seem like we're doing great, and there's no reason to be
Look at
worried
the
about
baby.
the
Yes,
That's
they're
great.
doing great. The
maybe
fuck
if
out
we had
their
a
life.
different home or we lived a different way, maybe we wouldn't have been so lucky. I cried out of relief.
That's the thing, gang. That's the thing, all right? So, in my opinion, if you are going to be doing this, not saying you have to have a lavish home or you got to have a big, fat, fancy, spotless crib, you feel me? But you gotta at least present yourself as somebody who has their shit together and that you're not just a junkie, irresponsible piehead, but you know what I'm saying? You're a hardworking individual that provides for their family. Her statement couldn't have been more like accurate in my opinion. Like, I feel like if it was the opposite in their crib, you know what I'm saying, wasn't given as homely as a vibe as it is, then they probably would be facing a different consequence. But
After she left, because that was everything I was worried about the whole time.
We stood up for ourselves and our rights and our kids' rights. You know, I'm proud of that.
hell yeah, brother. Hell fucking yeah, chat. Let me know what y'all think. Ladies, I want to hear from y'all specifically. Fellas, I definitely don't mind y'all chiming in, especially my fathers out there. Like, I'm interested. I'm just interested to hear what y'all think about this. I know this is a touchy subject, but I feel like conversations like this need to be had more, and we need to get this out to as many people as we possibly can, especially our mothers, because they definitely deserve to know that there are options out there for them to be comfortable, especially since this isn't going to harm the baby or have any potential to harm the baby. Actually, let me not say that, but I won't say it doesn't have the potential to harm the baby, but there's nothing on record, there's no science that proves that it's harmful for the child. So again, let's have an open mind about this, but the chat is open, gang. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for your boy one time for the one time, and I'll catch y'all here on the next one. See ya.